I'm Katie.
And I'm Nick.
And this is Katie and Nik Knit, episode 5.
5. I looked like I was doing 10. We'll save that for 5 episodes from now.
Together we had 15, so
Right.
we're really jumping ahead.
It is, what's the date? July
7th.
Which feels crazy because it feels like we were just filming in spring.
Yeah.
Like it was snowing a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
But things are definitely warming up now. We have some summer projects. If you caught our latest episodes, we are hosting a craft along, and we've recently visited Michigan, Ann Arbor,
That's
Michigan.
right.
So we have some fun new cast-ons. We have a lot of stuff to show you guys. Some stuff started with the yarn we bought in Ann Arbor.
That's right.
So
This is a show about poor impulse control tonight. So
yeah.
get ready.
Not only with yarn purchases, but also cast-ons.
That's right. And we're going to enable you to do the same, so there's no judgment here.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna jump right in and show one of my whips, which has not been shown a ton on here. I realized
right.
just because of the way that our episodes were, but this is my Tolsta tee, and
Look
the
at that.
pattern is by Rebecca Clow. I am working mine in a DK weight yarn. It is paint box. I can't remember where we got that from. I think like crochet.com or something.
I think so, yeah.
So it was super budget friendly.
Mm-hmm.
No real reason for the colors, but the more I looked at them, the more I had said they reminded me of a few different things. So I'm totally loving this. I did finish the body of my shirt, which
It looks so good.
thank you.
I haven't seen it finished yet. It looks great.
This is my first knit garment, so
Yeah.
I am really excited about it. It goes right to the hem. Is that the right word? Or
Yeah.
waistline of my pants. With no high rise. So with some high rise leggings, it's gonna be a totally comfy fit, and with some plain jeans, it's gonna look like a good casual fit. And I think I can even picture myself dressing this up a little bit. So I am ready to pick up the sleeves.
You got it.
And I really love the length that these are now. I wish that I could just bind off where I'm at, but I have to do a little bit of ribbing. So I'm probably going to do the same amount on here, which
It's like, what, half an inch maybe? A little
yeah, I think the pattern said to do 1.5 inches, but I didn't want to. I tried to make it match up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how a shirt should be in general, but I was really satisfied with the length, and I didn't want to change a color again. So this is just a longer stripe here, and it felt good there. So I'm going to, I think, pick up my sleeves in purple, and then I might even, okay, so it's 10 rows that I did for my colors. I think I have 8. So if I picked up in my purple, do you pick up with yarn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I pick up in my purple, knit another row, and then do my ribbing in green, all of my ribbing would match. And I think that that's the plan.
I think that'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it just gives it like a cutie little contrast right at the end. So that is my Tolsta tee.
That might make it really easy for you to, since it's your first time picking up sleeves like that, if you end up knitting the next row in a different color, because you'll really be able to see because when you pick up stitches, they look kind of weird. They're kind of like spiraled around your needle. And so if you can have a color contrast, that's going to be super helpful. I love the drape you got in your fabric. It just looks really
I guess I should talk about that too. So
it's just soft. It's just going to hang really nice.
I think the original gauge for the Tolsta tee is kind of airy.
The Toastal service.
I think it's kind of airy.
Yeah.
I liked my gauge swatch. Katie helped me figure out how to keep the density that I had, and is that the right word?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah. That I had, but still make it a smidge oversized in the way that I wanted to. So if you count, because there was not small, medium, large type of thing, I think the way you identify it is number 7 in the pattern. I knit the size 7, and this is what I got. So I measured 39.5 inches around my chest. I can't remember what the finished size was if I was on gauge, but this is what I got for number 7. I will measure and figure out how many stitches per inch I had, but that's my Tolsta.
It looks so good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I forgot about mine, and I wasn't going to talk about it, and then Nicole brought hers, and I was like, wait, I have mine over in the corner, so I'm going to show mine too.
With a ton of work done.
That's right. So I'm in the middle of, I'm almost caught up to where Nicole is. I am doing the bottom ribbing right now. So I have like, I don't know, probably a little bit more than half of it done. I can't really tell. Mine's kind of curling back weird in the back. I think this is excited to get blocked, so I'm like trying to finish it. But yeah, mine is, I keep forgetting what yarn this is, but it's also just like 100% cotton, very similar to paint box kind of thing. And I have a little bit denser fabric than Nicole does. What did I do? I think I went one size up and one needle size down. So mine's a little bit tighter weave because the one that I did last year was the recommended needle size and the recommended size. And it was like, for me, it was a little too airy. It was a little looser than the gauge that you got. And so like, I feel like I have to wear a cami or something underneath because it's a little see-through. This one is not like that at all. It's like, it's a little thick. It's going to be like a warm summer shirt. But yeah, mine, I don't want to make my sleeves super long either. I might finish this pink stripe. I guess I'm kind of bound to it now since I've started. Right. And then I will do the little, gosh, no, because then I would do the black stripe and then the beige. I don't know. I have to think about this a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Like when I try mine on, I'm loving where my sleeve hangs, and I'm like, aw. Right. Like I don't want it to be longer, but it's not dramatic. Yeah. It is with your cover repeats kind of hard.
Mine might be like, I feel like mine's gonna end up like here, like an inch or two above my elbow, which is fine. I kind of like shirts like that. Yeah. And like I said, this was already kind of a little bit of a warmer fabric, so maybe this will be a fall piece. But
I'm definitely not a cami girl.
I think I am just by virtue of like when I went to high school and stuff. It was like all I ever wore under all my shirts. But yeah, sometimes I just prefer to have, a shirt. I made some mistakes here. This had to do with my short rows, my wrap and turns. I don't know what I did, but there's this kind of like dense section here with some little stringy parts next to it. And I need to get in there with my needles and just see if I can kind of straighten it out. I've never had that happen on a shirt before, so I'm kind of like, I think it's on the front, but hopefully I'll be able to sort that out. Otherwise, I'll just get some like silly pin to wear on top of it or something.
Every time I messed up stuff like that, like usually it was drop stitches.
Yeah.
I'll actually talk about that project later, but I was like, I'll just embroider a daisy over it or something.
Right, I thought about that too, like
I'm not going back.
Duplicate stitch on top of it or something.
Yeah. Oh, what if you did a little heart?
Tattoo it. Oh, that'd be cute. That's very on brand for me.
All right, what do I got going on next? Ooh, a vanilla sock on 9-inch circulars by the Crazy Sock Lady, and this is my first show off of some yarn from Spun, which was the yarn store we visited in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, and if you want to see our haul video, our first and probably very infrequent hauls, that's our previous video in Ann Arbor. We show off all the stuff that we got because it was a real fun trip.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So this is, like I said, just a vanilla sock. I started the cuff in a Baracco baby yarn. I want to say it was even called baby sock yarn. That all that info is in that video that Katie just mentioned. So, and then I am making a shorty. So not exactly sure how long this is. Maybe 1.5 inch cuff and a leg. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. My cuff is pretty small. I always do small cuffs. I don't know why. I'm just not. I don't picture myself in like the lengthy ones yet, but maybe when it gets closer to wintertime. I did a slip stitch heel flap, and it is so cool to see how this yarn works up. So you can see, like on my leg, it's these repeating, like semi-repeating stripes, and then on the slip stitch heel flap, it is like just straight up stripes. Like
yeah.
They're so
cool.
To
see your gradient too. It kind of like veers off to one side.
Yeah. So I am finished with the gusset decreases. I am now doing the foot, and I started this because Nitty Natty, which is another YouTuber, is hosting a sock week, and the goal is to knit a whole sock in 1 week. So I'm like, okay, that's a few weeks out. I'm gonna knit this sock now, so by the end of sock week, I should have another finished pair, which is so exciting. And I meant to definitely do the heel in this yarn. Forgot. I was too excited. It was my first heel turn and flap on the 9-inch. I never switched to DPNs, but I will do the toe on DPNs, and I'm going to use this fuchsia, purpley, pinky color. So that's my first spun yarn. I'm loving it.
I'm glad you forgot to do the heel on that because I think it looks so cute with the rainbow yarn.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I too started a sock with the same yarn. This was our one our one purchase we both made of this.
I forgot to mention what that yarn is actually.
Oh yeah, it's Emma's Practically Perfect sock. The last 2 times I've mentioned Emma's yarn, I have messed up the name, so this is Emma's Practically Perfect sock. I made sure, and it's called Lucky Charm, and I have my...
Which is adorable.
Look how cute this is. Like we were just talking about, both of ours wound up like this, and it kind of looks like a little cupcake or something. I mean, it's too cute. So mine, I just did kind of like, I'm sort of freestyling mine, but it's a 2x2 ribbed sock. And so I thought this was really fun. I wanted to get this yarn too. We had talked about how we had seen this on a Summer Lee video, and she wasn't a huge fan of it, and we were both like, oh, it's so cute.
I wanted to reach through the screen and be like, can I buy it?
I'll take your half-finished sock and I'll finish it. But I've only done, I think, like 1 or 2 pairs of ribbed socks, but I really like the way that they fit on me, my knitted ribbed socks. And I was like, okay, I was kind of hankering to do a ribbed pair anyway, but I knew Nicole was going to do a vanilla sock, and I was like, I want to do mine in a different stitch pattern just so I can see
how
if it works up differently.
Right.
And it really did. So you can see here, I'll try to stretch out the rib a little bit like we'd be on a foot. But you can see how different the stripes are. Like hers are very like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and mine are kind of like little clumps of 3, and they kind of run into each other.
Yeah, and Summer Lee's literally looked like a row of rainbow, a row of white, a row of rainbow, and she casts out the same amount of stitches as us. So that's just, it's crazy how different it can be.
And then mine, my heel turn, I also did a slip stitch heel, and mine's like solid stripes, and you can see there's some blue in between when I stretch it, which is cute. And I did my heel turn, and it started out like my whole heel turn was totally white except for the last row.
Yeah.
Is that how you're supposed to? Yeah, look at that. And then now
mine's
looks
orange
like
and
yours.
white, or mine's orange and pink in between.
Cute,
see that?
cute. That's so fun. So now mine, now that I'm in the foot, the bottom of the foot looks the same as Nicole's leg. But yeah, I was just super tickled at how this started to work up, and I got another work trip coming up in a week, so I'm hoping I'll get this sock finished before then, and maybe I can work on my second sock while I'm on airplanes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think I have like, I measured last night. I can't remember if it's 1.5 inches or 2 inches of my foot left, and then I have the start of my toe. So
yeah,
this is definitely the fastest sock I've ever done.
That's great. That's
Only because I'm like just going to town on it. Like,
oh yeah,
I want to finish this by that date.
Yeah, I've only worked on this, I think, like,
oh yeah, you started that last week
or
too.
4 days. Yeah, I started this was my birthday cast on. So my birthday was last Tuesday, and I brought this, and I was like, this just feels like such a cute special yarn to cast something on. And I turned 40, and it felt like a very meaningful cast on, which is, I don't know, I find a lot of significance in really kind of silly things like making a sock.
No, they're not silly. That's
it's
awesome.
Like, it was like a cute birthday cast on, so I was pretty stoked about that. But yeah, I couldn't put it down. I was like, this is the perfect cast on. I'm going to be doing this until it's done.
I think maybe by next month we'll both have a finished pair.
Pair of cute Lucky Charm socks. I like it.
All right, my next whip up is part of our make-along. I'm making another fanny pack, so
get ready to be dazzled.
Before, I don't know if I talked about this, it must have been in our pattern video, but I have already finished a fanny pack before the cal even started. Here is another one that I'm doing, so...
I just love it. It's so vibrant. It's like the most vibrant thing.
It is so fun. So the patterning on this was kind of long. It is a YouTube tutorial. It was just a fanny pack tutorial, but she is super thorough, and at the end of this, I will line and add a zipper, and she shows you, I think I had to use a separate video actually to do that. So I really used YouTube on this, but it is 4 granny squares, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then you add the top and a strap. So it is so like mindless and easy, and you can definitely get this done in an evening with the exception of like the lining and stuff, but even that is so simple. So I'm working on the strap now, which is just 6 single crochets across and you don't turn, which is so cool how it adds these little bumps on here. And then I just did some sunburst style granny squares. Let me show that other side too, because it definitely changes it up. And this is just Red Heart Super Saver yarn from Joann. So I have not changed colors. I have just kept going through the pattern. So I will be done with this today, lining and zipper and everything. So also learning how to add lining and a zipper to something. I'm like, oh, this was so easy. I can't even believe that I haven't done this before.
That's great.
And now that I know, when I'm gonna make the flower granny square bag, I'm definitely going to add lining to that too. I think it just makes it feel so much more official. I don't know.
Yeah, like I love that you can do that now. That's so, I don't know, it's a big step up.
Yeah, I love it.
It's really cool. All right, next up, this is some of the yarn that I bought when I went on my first work trip to San Francisco a little over a month ago. And I am making the Drinks on the Patio crop by Shauna K. Salmon. And this is actually my third Drinks on the Patio crop because I really love this
Really?
Yeah. I have like a red one that's kind of an alpaca situation, and I have like a forest green one with really thin pale pink stripes. That's like really not my style at all. It looks kind of preppy the way I knit it up, and I don't like it that much.
Oh,
so
I know what you're talking about. I can like
Yeah.
picture it in my head.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, this will be fun. It was just some leftover yarn that I had, and I was like, no, this doesn't look like me at all. This, however, looks just like me. So, I am working on the back right now. It's knit in the round bottom up, and I am doing the back. I have, I think, 2 more inches-ish to go, and then I will put this on hold and do the front. And then you join the shoulders. It's like a real simple, real quick knit. This is worsted weight yarn, and the yarn is Haiku Sueño worsted and worsted. I keep saying, I was watching our last video and I was like, we alternate between worsted and worsted, and I think it's worsted. And then whenever I say worsted, I'm like, worsted.
I never pay attention to it.
I only noticed it because I was editing our video and I was like, I have no clue.
So are these like, do you cast these off? How?
Yes. So, well, no. I'm sorry. These are the decreases. So you cast off just like 2 stitches in the bottom of the armpit to separate the front and back here.
Huh.
And then basically it's like putting a stitch marker, like you have a visual idea of where you stop, and then you just go back and forth between the 2.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you do a couple of decreases until that stops, and then you just knit flat straight for like, I don't know, I think it's like 7-8 inches, something like that. I'm gonna do mine a little bit longer because the one thing about this is on me, the armpits were a little tight in the last 2 that I did, so I'm at the point where I'm comfortable making a little alteration here and there. But yeah, I love this yarn. They had cute names too. It was like Robin's Egg Blue and some other kind of, some like nautical sort of name.
OG Crayola crayon.
Yeah, seriously, but like just super vibrant and definitely one of my favorite colors, and I'm having fun doing this. This yarn is so soft and squishy too. It's like part bamboo.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like, I want to say 80% wool, 20% bamboo. I might be making that up, but.
Did you choose that color block or?
I did. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's a real customizable pattern. I mean, just like most, but I had picked those 2 yarns out in San Francisco. I think I got these at Firebird Yarns in San Francisco, which was a really cool, like, I don't know, just like super hip, super progressive yarn shop.
Nice.
And I just loved it. So I was like, cool, I get to do my little West Coast top.
I love it.
But yeah, that's that one. What you got?
This one's a mess right now. So
Next up, a mess.
yeah, right before spun, I was getting ready at my house and I'm like, rolling through YouTube. I finished my normal Saturday podcast that I watch every weekend, and the Crayabea podcast, is that how you pronounce it?
I think so.
Popped on YouTube, and I did not know who that was at the time, and she's talking, and then she holds up the Tolsta, and I'm like, oh gee, this is the Tolsta designer, and I didn't even know. Well, then she holds up this, she's wearing actually a blue Tolsta tank, and she's like talking about how the pattern's gonna be out a year from now and this, that. I text Katie, I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute. I'm secretly hoping the video's a year old so that the pattern's already come out. And like, no kidding, the pattern had literally come out a week before we went to spun.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this happened, but on the way there, I'm like, I need to buy yarn for this pattern. So I did. Yeah, I did exactly that. And I got Baracco Remix, and I started my Tolsta tank. So I stinking love the colors. Like,
so fun.
I kept holding up groups of 2, and I'm like, this is really weird. I think I love this. So not even weird. It's just something I would not normally choose. So like I said, this is a rec. I am doing 4-row stripes, and I leave my tails really long because I'm scared. B, I have not carried them up the side because this is so much more gapey than my other Tolsta that I'm nervous that you're going to see the yarn if I carry it up.
I don't think you will. I mean,
I'm just gonna
I
try
get
it.
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna knit while I'm here
Mm-hmm.
to see, to verify, is this okay? How long do I need to leave I want to say jump, that's not it.
Floats.
The float? Yeah. Okay. And I've not done a vertical float like that large. I mean, but 4 rows should be fun.
I've only ever done it in socks, and it's just been like,
4
tiny
stitches.
hugging things.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
10 times though, still as I'm looking at this, I'm like, do I have a twist somewhere? I really can't tell. I don't think I do. But I've not knit something bottom up. I feel like it's so much harder to verify you're not doing that. Because I cast on almost 250 stitches or something.
Well, and you're using a cable that's smaller than the circumference of your hem, so it's like it's bunched up, and so it looks like it's twisted just on account of it being bunched up like that.
Yeah, so I did switch over to my bigger cable, and that's how I verified, but still I'm like, something looks weird.
Yeah, you're like, I gotta shuffle this all around.
Yeah, it's fine. So
I think you're good.
It's like not a forest green. It's like a bluey green color almost, and then like a spring green. And I keep talking about how I want things that I knit to be multi-seasonal, so I don't feel like I have to store stuff away or can't wear my hand knits. And I feel like this is a great mix of both. I love this yarn. It is definitely different feeling. It is a mix of 20 different things, and
it's a mutt.
You can literally rip it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have not used scissors. I'm like, I don't know if I love that or I'm terrified of that. But it's
totally fine.
Yeah. So I don't know how many inches of this I've done. I started this last Thursday or something, I think, or 2 Thursdays ago, and I'm all about it. So I want this to be done before summer ends. After I get some of my whips done that I'm really focusing on, like my Tolsta and my vanilla sock, this is going to be my next main focus because I want to wear it right now.
The lighter green looks like guacamole.
I'll accept that.
That's what it reminds me of. It's like creamy.
It even has the specks.
Yeah.
The other one has specks of blue in it.
Yeah.
There's just
it's
so
fun.
much.
It's a cool combo.
Yeah, and it's cool to see the other side of this too.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the Emma's yarn that we just showed on our vanilla sock.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. The back of it looks so different.
Yeah. That's fun.
Next.
All right. So I think I've mentioned this one in every podcast we've done so far.
That's so much work.
That's right. It was so much work. But this is the Jethro cardigan by Tanis Lavallee. And I have finished the body on it and I have seamed it all together. So this is a cardigan that is made up of a bunch of crocheted granny squares that are all seamed together.
Roughly how many do you have?
35-ish. And then the collar and the button band and the hem are all knit, and the sleeves will be knit too. So Nicole's gonna pick up her sleeves on her Tolsta, and I'm probably gonna pick up my sleeves on this guy because I love this. I'm so crazy about this thing. I've just been wearing it around without the sleeves. I kind of like it, but I'm I know once it gets colder, I'm gonna want to wear this as a cardigan,
that's gonna be a comfort
with t-shirts and stuff.
That's going to be a comfort wear anytime.
Yeah, it fits so nice, and I really like the length on it too, where it hits on me. It's probably gonna get a little taller once I block it, but
cute.
I just adore this. So I think I will probably do another one of these in the future, but this is one that I've been working on, and then I get to the part where I'm picking up sleeves and I'm I'm gonna do something else.
Yeah.
So, attention span, but that's that
one. And the
one.
sleeves will be purple, right?
Yes, sleeves will be purple. And they won't be that long either because it's kind of like a drop shoulder the way it's constructed. So
okay.
The squares hit to here,
right?
So I only have to knit a foot, so it won't be so bad. But yeah, that's a Jethro.
So we've been talking, and
now and again,
the reason I'm wearing this shirt, we've got unfinished business, Knit It and Quit It Crafting Co. is because we both have cast-on-itis, and
bad.
The amount of whips I have is cuckoo. I think I have 7 or 8 listed here, and I have some sitting in a tote under my bed. And finally, I have come to the decision. I brought all my whips, literally everything that I have. And if I didn't bring it, it's getting frogged. I'm over it. My first knitting project
that's a big announcement.
Seriously. My first knitting project was a triangle little bandana shawl. It has so many drop stitches that I kept saying I was going to get back to. It's on the tiniest needles. It's great yarn. I want to say it's Emma's yarn.
Yeah.
And also Emma's yarn has redeemed itself to me because I have bought 3 skeins. 2 of the 3 tangled. It was a me issue. The other one I got wound somewhere else. And then, actually now, this is my 4th. My birthday, not my birthday. My Lucky Charm yarn is my 4th. So I love working with it. My other one was the green one that I made this bandana shawl, or bandana little kerchief. I didn't even bring it because I'm frogging it. I could use that yarn for something else because I'm loving it. I might even re-knit something similar, but maybe a little more airy. But I'm never gonna wear it.
Right.
I'm not gonna really embroider those daisies over all those straws.
Yeah.
So there's that. There's like a few random little hats, and then I have 2 other things that I brought with me. So I do want to finish these. They just need some altering or just some more attention. So my other thing that I brought, which I've never talked about, I don't even think I've ever showed you this, is my Sophie shawl. This is an Alliance brand yarn, and it's very woolly. I'm like, is this cat hair or part of the yarn? I think it's actually part of the yarn.
That's the yarn.
So this was like my 2nd knit project ever, and it has these I-cord looking. I don't know if they're really I-cord.
Because you started this around the same time as your Sophie
back
scarf,
to back,
right?
Yes, I did them back to back.
I remember you mentioning it, but I don't know if I've seen it. Yeah,
I don't think so.
Can I squeeze it?
Yeah, it's just sat in the bag. I
squishy.
chose this yarn because it was really budget friendly and big. Like when I wrap this thing around me, her picture. Oh, this is my petite knit. Her picture, it's like covering her whole face. I won't mind to do that. But it's going to take me so long to knit, so that's why it's just sat here, and that's okay. I will pick this back up in wintertime, even though I should like be knitting for the season ahead, but whatever. I'm going to knit whatever I feel like it. And if I need to wear it next spring, I can. So that's the Sophie shawl. And just like...
That's going to be warm.
A plain old lion's run.
Yeah.
I think this is an acrylic wool mix. So... we'll see how it turns out, but it was definitely plump. So big knit.
Next. So let's see, I have started on what I want to do 2 bags for our make-along, our farmer's market make-along. I'll flash the hashtag, but we're working on that now through August 31st. And if you want to participate, just, we're making market bags of any variety. Just, choose a bag you want. Nicole's making fanny packs. We're all over the place, but we do have a video, I think it was 2 videos ago now, where we go over like 20
some
different
of our
patterns
favorite
that we like.
Yeah.
Just to give you some ideas. You can knit, you can crochet, do whatever you like.
And only ideas. Like 2 people have asked me, do we have to choose from that?
No.
You do not.
No.
You can knit any,
do whatever you want.
Knit or crochet any bag you like.
Yeah, this is totally open. We wanted something that was like, really easy for everybody to participate, and just wanted to like offer up some ideas of patterns you could try if you want to. So I want to do both a crochet bag and a knit bag because I'm like getting a little bit more into crochet. I had several years ago tried amigurumi, and I made like 2 little things, and I made a couple hats, and I sort of set it all aside. And now that I have done that Jethro cardigan, I'm like, okay, I'm back into this. I want to do all the granny squares. So anyway, this was one of the patterns. And the hashtag is Farmers Market MAL, KNK Farmers Market MAL. I don't know.
Can't remember.
I'm gonna have to cut that part out because
FMMAL.
Well, that's how I've been abbreviating it.
Okay.
But it looks too much like FML, I think, to use. Anyway, I'll put it across the screen. Ignore what I'm saying. This is for my crochet bag that I'm doing for the make along. This is the Wild Rose Market Bag, and it is by Stephanie Jessica Lau. And there are going to be, I think, 13 or 14 of these guys. Nice. And just super cute little pattern. And then they're all seamed together, and it's like a nice, like, bulky, heavy-duty looking bag.
15 watermelons.
15 watermelons could be supported by this bag. It's sturdy. Too bad I don't know how to put a lining in mine. Like, then you could put...
I can teach you. It's so easy.
17 or 18 watermelons in it.
You literally put out a piece of fabric, doubled, right?
Yeah.
Lay your bag and trace your bag. I mean, it's so... You can do it for anything.
That sounds so easy.
We can do it together.
All right, sounds good. But yeah, so I am using some of the yarn that I got from Spun. This is the Malabrigo Verano in pistachio. I had to read the tag again because we both like read it as pistachio because it's literally just missing one letter, and we were like,
it's different?
Yeah, it's pistachio. So I don't know what
What's the
pistachio
difference?
is.
Like a mistype and maybe it's a misdye or something?
They have a lot of names like that where I'm like, this is probably a thing, and I just like don't know what it is.
Like it was supposed to be pistachio colored. Someone tripped into the dye pot.
Yeah, just
put these colors
everywhere,
in, and they're like,
hey,
we can't call it that. We already did the labels, so we're just gonna have to white out one
sky
color.
blue and magenta and black. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, real cute. 100% cotton yarn, Malabrigo, super soft. Like, I love it. So I have done one of these so far. It turned out fine. And then again, I got distracted. So,
But
next.
Wait,
but wait,
more.
there's so much more.
Also from the under the bed storage whip container, I have some panels of a tank.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, when's the last time you saw
one's
this?
an oldie but a goodie.
Never? Like, this is the front of the Road Trip Tank by Kay Crochets, and I feel like her patterns are very prominent on Pinterest and stuff. Like, if you type free crochet pattern on Google or Pinterest, I feel like a lot of hers come up. So, I started this in Lazy Hazy Summer Cotton and DK, and I wanted to finish it last year by Halloween. Here we are. Halloween
like seeing
stitch
an old
marker's
friend.
still there.
Aw, you got your ghosty. Cute.
I started a strap on this side, took it out, started this strap, and now I kind of want to take it out because I'm like, you know what? The reason that I stopped picking this up is because the straps were not matching up, and it's just because there's like some shaping. Like you can see it's not just like chain 50, you know, like, and they were not lining up. I think I have this here because this is where I'm supposed to start on the next one, but I put it down and just got frustrated with it and never picked it back up. But I did at least start my back panel. So that's kind of crazy that I can be this far on something and then just forget about it. But I still have this amount of yarn left, plus a little ball. My friend Linda gave me this cute tag that says, here's your reminder. The pattern is the Road Trip Tank and you're using a size 4mm hook.
That's so helpful.
So, right, like, I could definitely get this done. I feel like in a weekend if I just picked it back up. It's definitely cropped. I don't know how this is going to black out. It is way more cropped than I would ever wear. I also was sitting here thinking, because I said I'm gonna hit up a craft store later to buy a few more things in yarn that I don't need. Maybe I could like get a purple and do some ribbing. But this is like such a soft cotton. It is not the way that like the sugar and cream cotton is. So I'm not sure. I don't know what I'll do with this, or if I'll just wear really high-waisted leggings with it, or just keep it in my closet forever and never get rid of it. We'll see. After I saw it today, I kind of want to finish it, but I'm like, maybe
it's so cute. I love the colors.
I'll finish it by this Halloween.
Sure. She'll finish it by this Halloween. Wink.
Right.
All right. So my last whip that I'm going to talk about right now, because I too have many whips and I don't even know where all of mine are, but like I looked at I'm pretty good at tracking my stuff in Ravelry, and I think I have like 16 whips right now, which is not
that's more than me.
Great. I know. Last time I was at Knit Night and you weren't, I said something, I was like, I have like Nicole level of whips right now. Like it's insane.
Well, now you're double.
And now I have surpassed. So yeah, it's not a competition, but if it were, I'm failing horribly. So anyway, my last whip that I'm going to talk about is another impulse cast on that I had seen this pattern on Ravelry a few times, and this is kind of like the bag thing. Like I have never had any interest in doing a blanket. Like I love blankets. I have many blankets. This is actually kind of funny. When my parents visited for my birthday, we were all on the beach, and my dad was like, yeah, like we thought, like we were trying so hard to figure out what to get you for your birthday, and I was like, I wonder if you'd like a nice blanket. And I laughed, and he was like, what? And I was like, you were right. I would love a nice blanket, but I also have like 100 nice blankets because every time I see a blanket in a store, I'm like, that's so cute, and I buy it.
Blankets are not something I can get rid of.
Oh yeah,
like especially holiday
like
blankets.
15 years ago. Yeah.
I love them. Like the fuzzy ones. Like I have ones with flowers and footballs and dog prints. Like for what? For what?
I have so many, and then like some of them are designated dog blankets now.
Exactly.
I mean, every blanket is dog blanket, but these are like this one's for the floor of my office. That's where the dogs sit.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm like, I got enough blankets. you know, I like making clothes. I think that's the thing that I've been having the most fun with. So I haven't had any interest in blankets. And I keep seeing this pattern, and I think it's like the color combo in the product, or the, like, you know, the pattern photo that really got me. And I'm like, ooh, I want to make something like that. But it is the Vibrant Vintage Crochet Along. It's the 2024 edition. She does this every year. It's Rachel Carmona. She's had, or I'm sorry, I think it is every even numbered year. So she has one for 2022 and I think for 2020, etc. But the last one, it was like a space theme, like an astronomy theme. So all of the hexagons in the blanket had some sort of like the nebula or the Saturn hexie or whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah, and this one's all flowers. And I think if I had seen the other one first, I would have been like, whoa, okay, cool, space, that's awesome. But I mean, they're all just cute. They're all just cute little hexagons. So this one's all flowers, and I got myself a couple crochet hooks to try out that I didn't bring over here, otherwise I would show them off. But there are like 30 different patterns of these hexagons, and then 2 plain ones, like there's a plain hexie A and a plain hexie B. Mm-hmm. And so I've been trying to practice on those mostly, but I made a few just over the past couple days. I had the whole like 4th of July week off work, which was awesome, and I was just trying a bunch of stuff. This one is one of the flower ones. I think it's like the snowdrop pattern, and It's got a little bit of dimension to it, which is kind of cute. But these
are you making a blanket? Or
eventually a blanket.
Nice.
So, but it's like 130 of these, and so this is going to be a real long-term project. Years. Yeah. So this is just kind of, I can like pick this up and make a little guy and set it aside. This is the one I was working on this morning. Oh, here. I really like this crochet hook. I think this is called the Tulip, and I don't remember who it's by, but it's this like real cute little like yellow gold kind of situation.
Yeah, this looks very much like my style. I have a wooden one. I can't remember the brand, but...
Is it the Chow one?
Oh, maybe it is.
I think so.
And it's like my fave.
Yeah.
I use the metal ones, like I held one up earlier, but that's only because they're convenient. Mm-hmm. Like, I think the Chow one that I have was like $6 or something. That's a lot for one hook. Needles are even worse. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, needles are the worst. That's my little pink one. I
love
just
it.
Pulled the hook out of it, and
I love it.
But I have like one more row to go on that one. But it's
isn't
fun.
it so convenient? You don't have to scream like
I know. I was explaining that to my husband yesterday. I was like, you know what? It's because it's only one live stitch. Nicole explained it, and I was like, that makes so much sense.
God, it's such a good feeling.
It's so good.
I hadn't crocheted for a while until I picked up an FO later and that granny square bag. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I forgot how
pleasant.
It's I don't have to have a heart attack every time. I'm like,
yeah. I've had to like with these, because I'm still pretty new at crochet, like I will go around and then I'll have to like I had to frog 3 of these at least twice a piece. Yeah, but she has video tutorials for each pattern. Oh, and I think it's all free too. Like I bought it. It was like $7.50 for this PDF of literally like 35 patterns. So I was like, that's fine. It's all together in one place.
Yeah, but it could literally take like a year. I mean, like that's such a leisurely project.
Yeah, and that's the thing I could like travel with. And this is all in Knit Picks palette. So this is like a fingering weight, 100% wool yarn. I actually bought this to do the Scout shawl with, which I started like 9 months ago. And it's like a really beautiful, really complicated flat color work shawl. And I was like, this is very ambitious. But I was having fun with it. And I'm like, this is just too much. You have like 4 colors going at once and you have to like really keep them organized. So I had bought a bunch of this because I was like, this is so cute, and it was on sale, and I'm just going to do all the color work, and I get excited about things. And I had all this, and I'm like, I'm going to make a blanket. So that's my blanket.
I also forgot to mention earlier, so I mentioned my sock that I'm going to do when it comes time for Nitty Natty's sock week. Mm-hmm. Crazy Sock Lady also has the Summer Sock Camp 2024, which is a make-along. And Rebecca Clow is actually having a Tolsta like craft along. It's Tolsta time, I think it's called, and you can do the tee or tank, which is cool because I'm doing both right now. So I'm definitely going to post my progress for those and post my FOs for those. But there's like so many fun craft alongs going on right now that are like easy to participate in. You know what I mean? Even with ours, I'm like, I found like 3 bags the more I started looking that I'm like. Before we started it, I'm like, are you sure we should do a bag? And then the more we looked, I'm like, oh, I have 6 that I want to make.
Right,
Now, like,
right.
that's what I'm going to get yarn for later. I'm going to go get some black cotton because I'm going to make myself and a friend a black fanny pack and line it with something cute. So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I think that I have one more whip with me, and these are the Spring Fling socks by the Petite Knitter. And they're my first color work. And this is in Urban Girl yarn that I got from...
Those will be so good.
Thank you. I got my yarn from For You in Oberlin. And the hot pink is some leftover from my crochet sweater that I've showed. I think it was in the first episode maybe that I did that.
I think so, yeah.
So this is my first color work pattern. I'm feeling good about everything. Feeling good about my floats.
Looks fun on the inside. I like that.
Thank you. This is an afterthought heel. I am nervous for that. Not gonna lie.
It's your first one, right?
Yes,
I've
it's
never
my
done
first
it.
one.
I want to know all about it. It makes me nervous too.
Yeah, I'm so nervous that I'm going to... My whole project's gonna unravel when I go to...
I'm
I think
sure
you
it'll be
pick up
fine.
on each side.
Yeah.
And I'm nervous my stuff's gonna unravel when I go to do it. But, you know.
You're in it now. You're committed.
Yeah. So, I did not really plan this. I found the pattern on Ravelry and I really wanted to try something color work. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm not regretting it. They're weird and they're cute and I'm totally loving them. So, I have no clue how much longer I have to go. I have not picked this up for a few weeks ever since I really started just going crazy on my Tolsta, and I probably won't for a while. I do hope to have these finished by the end of summer if it's in August, and if I don't, not a big deal. At least I have a cool knit to work on. I love color work though. Like I cannot wait to start a sweater, and I definitely am going to do that come this winter. Like I'm
your
really looking forward.
tension is like perfect. I was just like I had seen this, but I wasn't like looking at them closely, and I'm just looking at them closely now, and it's just like perfectly flat. Like you don't have any bunching or like puckering or anything. It just looks great. Do you have like do you have any tricks? Or are you just like pulling it every stitch, or what are you doing?
I bought that book from Summerlee.
Yeah.
And I listened to Grocery Girls podcast, and they like the biggest thing that people I hear mention is to not let your stitches bunch up. So like I do a row and then I separate all my stitches again and constantly do that.
Yeah.
And just try to not pull things too tight.
Yeah.
And so far
it's working out. They look perfect.
It's worked out. My floats look okay, I think.
Oh yeah.
So I have not cut this yarn except one time. Actually, this is my cast on and that's all it was. So otherwise I've just drug it down the whole time.
Yeah.
How will that work when I cut my heel?
I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh yeah. Right? Oh gosh, that's scary. I would be so disappointed if I could do my heel like now. There's no reason I have to wait till the end. So maybe I should do that to see.
Oh yeah, before you're like too far down.
Do that.
Might as well.
Or maybe I'll have to use like liquid stitch or whatever it's called to save it. I don't know.
I don't think.
Oh God, that's scary.
I mean, it's part of the color work pattern, right? Is the afterthought heel, right? So they've got to have accounted for that.
Yeah, but so I feel like there was no instructions on how to do that, and I had to YouTube it. And one YouTube tutorial said you place your waist yarn and then continue in pattern. I believe it says. Well, another one said to have a plain knit row, place your waist yarn and have a plain knit row.
Oh, I see.
So I didn't do the plain knit row above and below. So I'm hoping that
would be fine.
Yeah, I can't really comprehend it. That's okay.
That's one that I don't even know how it works yet. So because I was just like, nope, I gotta cut stuff now.
Yeah, man,
we'll get there.
That's gonna be okay.
That's really funny.
Yeah, if it doesn't work out, I guess next time I'll just do the color work. I should have enough yarn to still do the color work in the leg and then just do a plain foot or something. So I'll just stick to my slip stitch heel flat, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I think that is it for whips.
We're like whips, yeah. We're cruising.
30 minutes in.
Yeah.
Still talking about whips.
I told you we had a lot of whips.
That's okay.
Yeah. Gosh, you have some in the queue. Do you want to start talking about yours and then I just have one, so I'm trying. I just have one.
I have to
there are others in my brain.
I have to lean into my acquisitions as I'm talking about my future because I actually do have yarn for what I want to start, and I'm surprised I didn't start this last week. So I got this fun yarn. Nice. And it's Lion's brand Basic Stitch. I think it's 100% acrylic.
Basic Stitch.
And
Get out.
I am going to make the Copenhagen Slipover by Hobby.
Yes, cute, cute.
So it's super basic. I cannot wait to wear this to work. Like, I
That's
can
really
picture
cute.
it with so many little cute things. And, all right, here's what I picture it with the most. I want one of those fold over collar shirts, the white ones, even though I could only picture them under my knits. But I also want a white turtleneck and I want a red turtleneck because it would look so cute under this.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
I want to start this soon. This was a free design as well, which is cool. I wanted to do something called like the college slipover or something by Drops Design, and then I found another one that said had something with river in the name. They're also free patterns. I looked at the pattern. Oh my goodness, it looked so hard. I'm like, what?
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't know if it's just because I'm so new to knitting still, but I'm like, I'm not doing this. There's like 10 different steps you have to take to get something that seems so simple. So this is what I decided on. I feel like it's very basic and cute, and
It's real cute.
I'm excited to know how this works up. So, yep. My future upcoming.
I guess I'll do mine, and then I'll turn it back over to you, and I'll just like take a nap or something. No, I'm just kidding. So another one, this is just like, you know, we went on a little day trip for my birthday, and I was like, oh, what do I bring? Like, what should I cast on? What should I do? And I was looking through my my drawer of DK weight yarn, and I had said in one of our previous episodes that when I did my first Tolsta tee, I had so much fun with it that I was like, I'm gonna do 5 more of these.
That's gonna be my whole wardrobe.
Yeah, and like, you know, whenever I found cotton yarn on sale, I just like bought a bunch of it, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have, you know, all my Tolstas. And then of course, like, I found some other pattern and moved on, and now, you know, I'm circling back. But I have all these, you know, pre-Tolstas in my drawer, and I was like, I could do something else with some of these because I'm not going to make that many like in the immediate future. So I thought, how cute would it be to do a little like cotton tank, like a little kind of swingy cotton tank. And I picked out these 4 colors. These are all paint box, 100% cotton, and brought them with me on my little trip. And I didn't cast them on because I was really good and I just like focused on my socks. This is like diet culture kind of stuff. Like, I keep like judging myself, like, I was good and I didn't cast on anything. And it's like,
okay.
It's not good, bad, or otherwise. It's just, I focused on my socks.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that I did that because that's what I had intended to do. Anyhow, I'm
At least
excited
you have
about
it.
this. I think it's gonna be really cute whenever I do decide to cast it on. I'm thinking about doing the Tip Top tank, which I think is by Emily Bolduan. But it's cool. I had actually knit most of a Tip Top tank last year with some Hedgehog Fibers sock. And I got to the straps, and they're like an I-cord strap, and I was doing it like freehand. I have a little device. I have a thing called the Cordsmith now, who's by, I don't remember what her name is, but she's the Size Inclusive Collective on Instagram. It's this little handy tool. You can make an I-cord with it.
Does
It's
it
like,
look like
it's
this?
the little thing that
Okay.
looks like this. Yeah, and you just like run your yarn through it, and it's magical. But yeah, I was trying to do those by hand when I was still fairly new at knitting, and I hated it, and I was like, I have to stop this.
Yeah.
Like, I kept messing it up, and you drop that, and it's like, there's no picking that up because you have 3 stitches, and one of them will go, whoop, and you're like, I don't know which way it's supposed to go. So that, and just the yarn that I had picked out, it was this real cute colorway called Beach Bunny, and it was like blue and white and black and pink, and it was real noisy, and I just like didn't like the way it worked up. Like, I wasn't gonna wear it.
Yeah.
So I frogged that one. That was like one of the first things that I frogged, but I love the pattern, and now that I have my little I-cord tool, I think I can manage.
Nice.
So eventually I'll do that, but right now these
It's
guys
awesome
are just
that-
gonna stay together in my drawer.
I love it. It's awesome that you're still willing to revisit things after
Yeah.
not failing, but deciding like, this isn't for me, really.
Yeah, something didn't work out, and now I have a tool to help me, or like,
Yeah.
you know, I might be better able to predict how to put it back on the needle if I drop it, because I've done more. But yeah, so that's my one like whip in waiting.
I want to work on the flower granny square tote that we mentioned during our pattern video. I had a pillow that I think my great grandma made, and it looked really similar. And my sister gave me some yarn for that because I said, like, it's not an ombre yarn, but it's something that's making these pink flowers look so different, and she had a blue that's that style. So I'm gonna look for one other color when I go to Joann's later, and then I'm doing mine in acrylic because I cannot find a cotton that looks the way that I want it to. So we're gonna see how that works up. I might even do a mix of a cotton base and then the acrylic flowers because I like the way those colors were working better. And then I have also bought yarn for just a plain old scarf I'm gonna do. I've never worked on the long like plastic knitting needles. Like that you see in like granny movies.
Yeah.
Like, so I want to do something for either me or my son like this. Like, if I thought my socks were like Sesame Street.
That's ultra Sesame Street.
Super ultra Sesame Street.
That's
so,
like Ernie.
I love it.
Ernie
like,
and Bert together. Vibes.
Yes. So it says that it's Super Saver stripes, so it's a self-striping yarn. I guess you can kind of see that from the cake, but I'm really looking forward to this. So I've never knit like that, and I feel like it'd be pretty quick because those needles are so large. But just to get to experience that, because I've never tried knitting like a washcloth or anything, I just want to know like how to do it. So I'm gonna use that, and then last thing is my sister gave me 5 skeins of this yarn.
Oh my goodness!
Right? And she started
that's
a
like
hexie
guacamole
cardi.
too, kind of.
Yeah,
Guacamole that's been sitting out for a while.
I love this color.
It's cool.
She started a hexie cardi. I think she started the sleeve of it and is kind of over it. I don't know if I'll continue that. I want a hexie cardi because I think they're cute and I think it's something that I'll wear. But I don't want to sit down. I need to be like at the point where I'm already repeating. Like I don't want to sit down and watch a video because I haven't done that for a while.
No, that's the one that's like one big hexagon, right? Or is that something different?
I think it's 3 pieces.
Okay.
That somehow turn into a hexagon.
Okay.
Or start as a hexagon.
Wait. Yeah, and it's like 1, 2, and then 3 is the back. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
It's not
that's cool.
like I have made the like cocoon style shrug.
Right.
That is a giant square and you seam up the side. I have made 2 of those. I do have one of those in my wood pile that I'm not drawing. I will finish that eventually.
Yeah.
I love those because they're just so cozy and like you can use any type of yarn because it's going over your clothes, and I don't mind using acrylic for those because I want them to be warm, you know?
Right.
So I like that feeling, but I've made a few of those. I love them. So I don't know what that will turn into, but I want a hexie cardi because I like the style. I know it's something that I wear. I just don't feel like sitting down to watch a video. So we'll see. I think that yarn will be in my stash for a while just because I have a million other things I want to start, but I love the yarn. So
it's very cool.
What's next?
So I have, let's see. Okay, we're on to our FOs, I guess, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have one, so I'll go. Since all the time, like I don't think I had one. Well, I certainly didn't when we were in Ann Arbor, and then I didn't have one the episode before. I had made that pocket for my grandma for her sweater.
Yeah, but you're working on big things.
I know, but yeah, I have like 500 whips, so I've been keeping busy. But yeah, I finished a pair of socks that I just absolutely love. These are the Hearth and Home socks by Lindsay Fowler, who goes by Larkspur Knits on Instagram.
It's so cute.
And they're just so freaking sweet. I love them. This is La Bien-Aimée, Pinkfetti and Confetti Cake. The Pinkfetti's the pink one, the Confetti Cake's the white one. But this was such a simple pattern. It looks real complicated because it's real waffly and squishy and soft, but it was just like a 4-row repeat. Super easy. I will definitely be knitting this pattern again. I really like the way these fit. I'm so happy with how they turned out.
What do you mean by repeat? Like,
just the it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like,
so are you purling or are you like picking something up?
Without giving too much away, you're doing some knit rows and then you're doing a row with some like stuff in it, and then you're doing 3 knit rows and you're doing a row with some stuff in it.
I guess I'm only asking because like, am I gonna have to like pick something up?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Maybe I'll do that.
It's
Maybe
just
I'll make those.
there are some, when you see these like waffle stitch kind of things, there are some that are like real heavy purling.
Okay.
And this one's not real heavy purling. It's really simple. So
I didn't know if it would be like lace work where you like yarn over one row and then the next. I mean, obviously there's no holes in that, so I know it's not like that. But like,
it's a little bit like that, but it's knitting and purling. It's the same old stuff you're used to. But yeah, I just love these, and they're so squishy and nice, and I had so much fun making them. So I was stoked to get these done.
and an adorable color combo.
Yeah, I love this. This is my local yarn store day purchase from Cast-On from our store in Vermilion. So well, part of it.
Was it a sock set or you chose those colors?
I chose these colors. The pink one I had been staring at. It's like a peachy pink. It looks more pink in here, but I had been staring at it on the rack at Cast-On for like months.
It's so cute.
It was just like a full skein. And then the confetti cake she had bundled in a mini skein with Flora Morganite, which is my absolute favorite color. It's a really hot pink. So I got both of those. So I have a little bit more of this white, and I have like a bunch more of the pink. So I'm gonna do more stuff with it. I'm excited.
Adorable.
Yeah, that's my solitary FO.
Starting my list of FOs. Only because I've been crocheting a lot.
Yeah.
So I made this little cake for Katie's birthday. It's adorable.
It is the cutest, sweetest, most thoughtful thing, and I just absolutely love it. And I've had it on my little console table by the front door for last week, and it will probably stay there forever.
Let's see who this is by.
I love it.
Yarn Blossoms Boutique, and I just used a bunch of scraps that I had sitting around, and Linda, my friend Linda, sent me this pattern, and she just like, everybody sends me crochet stuff, right?
Yeah.
The second she sent it to me, I'm like, I'm making that right now. So I did, and I dug down in my basement scraps of just random stuff that I had.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to make it. I totally love it. I do not hold up to my sister's amigurumi skills because they are crazy.
That's a
but
high
I'm taking
bar.
some tips from her.
It
So
looks so good though.
I love it.
It's
I
so
love
cute.
it.
But yeah, she was like, we text each other progress pics all the time, like a couple times a day. And so she was sending me pictures of this, and I was like, oh, it's so cute, it's so cute, it's so cute. And we wrapped up filming 2 episodes ago, and there was this little box under my chair, and I was like, oh, she left this like little box, and she's like, oh no, that's for you.
Yeah, I forgot to give it to her. Well, I was gonna be like cute and show it to you on the podcast, and I'm like about to pull out, and I'm like, the cake.
But yeah, I opened it. I was like, oh, cute birthday gift, and I opened it, and I was just like, I like squealed. I was like, it was for me. And I was just, you know, I was misty, so
that was
it was cute.
Those are literally the same colors as
I missed
the
it.
Emma's yarn.
Oh yeah, it is. It's
I love it.
I love it.
Next for my FOs, these are not looking cute right now because I had them like balled up in my drawer, but I finished my Sesame Street socks, which were, I don't know if it was Summerly or Crazy Sock Ladies pattern, just a plain vanilla sock, and some sheep cheese. And I was bragging about how fast I was doing this sock. I started on vacation. And I was like, just finished my heel flap. I'm about to pick up my gusset or whatever. Yeah, that's because I never did a heel turn. But they still wear fine. This one looks a little weird, so let's just only pay attention to this one. I love them. And I love the colors. I love the self-striping. This was like Sweet Georgia or something it's called. So
Oh yeah.
Tough Love, I believe it was called. But I'm loving the colors, loving the socks.
And they fit nice, right? You said they fit even with
totally
the
fine.
flap?
Yeah, totally
that's
fine.
good.
So, and then we have a few, oh wait, I do have one more thing to show in person. I sewed myself a dress. This is not a knit thing.
Oh my gosh.
I'm completely obsessed. That's the back. It's
I'm
not cleaned up.
obsessed too. You posted that FO picture, and it's just like, it's such
And
a good
it's
dress.
inside out.
And
Plus.
it's inside out.
Plus.
Bonus.
Okay,
There we go. Here, let me get a strap.
so this is pre-smocked fabric from Joann's. I learned how to make straps the good way. There's some stuff to cut off still, but I didn't
So,
indeed wear this on Wednesday.
Is this like you made some tubes inside out and flipped them right side out after sewing them, or is there something more to it?
No, that's it.
That's it.
You
That's
put
so good.
you put a clothespin on the one end and like shove it through and pull it.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then I hemmed the bottom, which all this stuff needs cut off, which is why it looks so weird, but I was really excited to wear it. Oh, sorry. This is all like this because I literally was finishing it Wednesday as I'm going to work because I wanted to wear it that day. So
Nice.
I love this fabric. I would definitely not pay full price for this because I think it's like $28. I've only bought it when it's at least half off. Because I'm like, I can justify that because I'm making myself something and it's so stinking cool and easy. Like, I love that I have this because it's also great feeling material. Like, you would not find something like this at Target for like under $35.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
So
It's such a
I'm
good
loving
color
that.
too, and you get to like pick the color that's right for you and everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I never wore blue before you and Brenda told me it was a good color on me. And then I'm
Really?
like, everything
Wow.
is blue. Everything is
The
awesome.
world has opened up for you now. Here, hold this up.
So then,
Like,
oh, that's like so bright.
come on,
I don't know.
blue's good on here.
It's because my skin is so pale white and my hair's red. I'm just like a walking American flag.
It's interesting how we like get these ideas about ourselves because like I would never in a million years think that, but like I have stuff like that too where I'm like I can't do XYZ, so like a fire truck or whatever.
Yeah, I don't wear yellow because then I'm like, then I look like a hot dog with ketchup and mustard. I don't wear red because for someone
I don't wear yellow because I
told
look
me-
like I'm like dying of bubonic plague or something. It's bad.
Someone told me red doesn't look good on redheads and I never wear red. I'm like, lame. Whoever told me that? I can wear whatever I want.
Shake loose your chains, wear whatever you want.
I guess so. Okay, and then on the screen, Katie's going to help me out because I do have a few things that were gifts that I do not have with me. Sana, some golf club covers by Luli's Crochet, which were Father's Day gifts for my husband and stepdad, and they were so simple. This is definitely my gift, like ongoing for any of the men in my life that golf or women. It was such a stash busting project. I also did another craft along for aka Nora Knits, which is another YouTuber I watch. I used some of my stash yarn to get that out of the way and a sweet gift made. They both loved those. I also made my stepdad some little gifts. It was a felt golden retriever, and I made different accessories that Laszlo is the dog's name, could carry around in his mouth, like 2 tennis balls, a pair of socks, or a pair of underwear, because he always has one of them. Actually, 2 of them. So that was that, and then I thought I was missing. Oh, I also sewed myself a pair of shorts.
Oh, right.
So I've had some.
You've been sewing.
Yes, I've had some serious FOs lately, but it's because I have not done any laundry. This is terrible. You want to talk about
do laundry if you just make new clothes all the time.
That's right.
So
don't want to do your laundry? Sew a new dress.
New wardrobe.
You don't even have to wear pants then.
Yeah.
So
problem solved, really. We're here for the most helpful life tips.
There's a lot been going on. So I think
that's it for our FOs, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's it for mine. All right. So I think today we have a little bit of struggle bus.
Yeah.
A little bit of struggle bus to go over.
Mine's with my tool stuff. So
yeah.
It's not even like a struggle bus. I just never picked up sleeves, and that's why I'm doing it here, because I'm scared. I don't want to mess up.
It'll be all right.
Obviously, we know that I'm also struggling with my afterthought heel because I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about that.
That I can't help you with because I still don't.
Scary. We're going to do it.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
The sleeves will be good too. I have 2 things I need to pick up sleeves on, so I can pick up stitches for my sleeves. I was like dropping words there.
Oh, that's because I keep saying pick up my sleeves.
That's okay. Oh, I guess it's contagious. It's fine. Anyhow, my cardigan needs sleeves, so I'll do that, and you do yours, and we can compare. And it's also purple, so they're gonna match.
Love.
Jinx.
Oh, and I'm running out of cords for everything that I wanted.
Yeah.
If I had more needles and cords, I would have. My sweater already would have been casted on.
Yeah, don't give in. I have bought more cords and more needles, and that's why I have so many whips right now. And I'm like, maybe someday I'll clear off my needles and I'll just have this like bundle of cords. No, it's not.
That's okay.
Don't do it.
We're here for it.
My little yarn caddy. I have like a caddy in the corner of my living room that's got all my projects and stuff on it, and it's like sagging under the weight right now. It's not great. Yeah. Well, the other one you had is your tank, your floats.
Oh yeah, I hate weaving in ends. Not because it's annoying, it slightly is. Literally because I'm so scared my stuff is going to fall out. Like, that's why I do not want to weave in my ends on my
I know a
socks.
way to guarantee that they will fall out. Don't weave in your ends.
Not if you leave them so long.
My
ends
we'll do some of those.
You just gotta waving at my knees.
You're gonna have tassels.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
One side.
So I do see hacks with blankets. Like if you don't want to weave in the ends of your blankets, you just make tassels.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna get it figured out.
Yeah.
But I'm still scared. Like
it's gonna be okay.
I definitely feel way more confident in a float than I do an end. And it would have, then I could just weave in what I have going on now and flow from there on, and it would be so much neater of a project too. So we'll see. There definitely will be updates on the next episode of that. And my afterthought heel, because I think I'm going to start it when I get home.
Yeah, you should give us like a step-by-step on that. Take some pictures.
Of me crying.
Of you crying. Here's Nicole's tear-stained sock. Step 1.
I'm just using the ruffled up ends to dab my tears.
My struggle bus is just finishing stuff. I have so many things that are close to done, and I would like to finish them. And I was so happy when I finished those cute little socks that I made. And if I could just get 2 or 3 things done, I think I would feel really good about it, even though I still have 15 whips.
Yeah, but you're so close.
I know.
Like the
and I'm
Tosta
having
is so
fun.
close.
Like I'm having fun with everything. I'm not like getting sick of anything. I just keep like flitting around from, you know, shiny object to shiny object. So
I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You're gonna have
it's
so many
fine.
ways.
I just gotta like
so many
relax. Yeah. Well, some of it too is like I've been trying to knit outside a lot more now that it's nice out. And like, so I just want something little. So I'm always like, oh, I should start something new. So I have something little that I can knit instead of like my giant cardigan that's like gonna be heavy on my lap while I'm doing sleeves. It's like, I want to do that when it's 80 degrees outside. So, you know, whatever. It's all good. Again, no judgment zone, but I want to finish my stuff so I can wear it.
For sure.
So,
all right, next we have stuff we've bought, right? And I've kind of already talked about it. I've just bought yarns from Joann's and some fabric from Joann's too, because I'm into a little bit of everything right now. I'm trying to make a few tops. I want to make a few drawstring bags, and there's one other thing. Oh, the fabric rope bowls. So you like have rope and wrap fabric around it like this, and then you keep sewing it in a zigzag stitch. I have started my first one. It's going okay. I touched it a little bit this morning, but nothing crazy yet. And that's it for me. Katie?
I've just been buying a lot of patterns. Like I've been seeing stuff and people have been having birthday sales and I've been getting a lot of patterns. So I have like a backlog of other stuff that I did not mention in my future whips that I'm excited to knit. So
it's fun.
It's good. It's good. I'm gonna have like an extensive library of patterns, and that's you know.
Maybe for fall we can do something like a pattern you've had for a while, or
your most stale pattern in your Ravelry queue,
or something you bought yarn for something like 3 months ago, finally use it type of thing. So
yeah, I like that.
We got it all going on. Yeah. So, anyways, let's finish some whips. Let's make some bags.
Let's do it. Let's cast on some more whip. Wait, what? No. Yeah, let's make some bags.
All right, guys. That's that. Katie,
cool.
Let's pop the craft along hashtag above one more time. She's the editor.
That's right.
And we will be seeing you guys.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
And don't forget to like and subscribe our video and share with your friends.
Thanks.
Bye.
See you next time.